Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to show you my results for testing Eula's weapons, and the weapons that I tested were the Prototype Archaic, Snow Tomb Star Silver, Serpent Spine, Wolf's Gravestone, and the Song of Broken Pines. For all of these tests, the artifact set that I will be using is 2-piece Bloodstain and 2-piece Pale Flame. It's just easier to keep up, you don't have to worry about the Pale Flame stacks. The combo would be an E, E, Q, hold E, 4 normal attack, and then 4 normal attack again, which will get you a total of 12 ultimate stacks. And that's the best that I could figure out. And with Song of Broken Pines, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure you should be able to get an extra attack at the end because of the attack speed bonus. And that would give you the 2 attacks from here and 14 total alt stacks. So let's get into it. Now the reason I wanted to make this video was I got Eula on my second account and I was like, man, I really want her new weapon, right? So go for the weapon, Wolf's Gravestone, right? I got a Claymore at least, is what I thought. So I wanted to know, how does it compare to her weapon? And here, oh, looks like I don't have my alt up right now. Let me just charge that. Alright, so we time traveled in the future a little bit. So the combo that I'm talking about is you tap E, you know, you're waiting around, maybe you switch to Rosario, use your alt. Tap E, alt, hold E, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the alt pops. I think you might be able to get in that 5th if you have the attack speed from the Broken Pine Claymore. And now for the calculations. If you didn't see my other video about Noel, I used a similar type of Python program. I thought maybe this time I made some visuals so it'd be easier to see. So let's run that. And so we get our graph here. And this is assuming optimal artifacts. So, you know, you don't need to know too much about this. Obviously these are a little bit unrealistic. We're talking about 98 crit rate, 230 crit damage. If your artifacts were perfect, you could technically have this. And this is the amount of damage you'd be getting with these different weapons. So, as you can see, the Prototype Archaic and Star Silver pretty much equal with each other. So, there's not much of a difference there. With the Serpent Spine, if you have the stacks up, it's pretty good. But it's not really that amazing, especially if you can't keep up the stacks. Wolf's Gravestone, without the buff, is only slightly behind the Song of Broken Pines, which, you know, might be surprising, but it is what it is. And then Wolf's Gravestone with the buff handily out damages the Song of Broken Pines, even when it has its buff up. So that's with optimal artifacts. Now I also did a test. I took some artifacts off my main account and my Diluc, and it has pretty, I would say, reasonable stats. 75 crit rate, 153 crit damage, and with a Wolf's Gravestone you'll have 2550 attack when the passive is not up. For reference, in the game right here, my current Eula is 2550 attack without the passive. And here we're looking at, again, Prototype Archaic and Star Silver, pretty much the same. Serpent Spine, not that much ahead, with Wolf's Gravestone and Broken Pines pretty close, but Wolf's Gravestone with the buff is way higher. So with all that being said, I should have done this before I pulled for the weapon. Maybe it was a blessing that I got the Wolf's Gravestone, but I think the Wolf's Gravestone is a better option for Eula, even than the Song of Broken Pines. Maybe some new combos with the attack speed could be found out in the future, but for now I'm gonna have to say don't go for the new Claymore because Wolf's Gravestone is just just as good or better, unless you like the visuals of the new Claymore, of course. But yeah, that's it for my video. If you like this type of calculation that you might not find elsewhere, just let me know.